Hi everybody. So I wanted to make a little video tonight about the new software that Brother and Babylock have, and it's called Design Database Transfer. And some of the machines have a wireless feature on them that you could send designs from your computer directly to the machine. The only disadvantage was you had to have either PE Design or Babylock Palette to do that. And I happened to have it, and I used it a little bit, but the problem was I had to have my dongle or the security device plugged in to use it. So, I had to go run to my bag, get the dongle out, plug it in the computer, bring up and open the software in order to send a design to the machine. So I found it very inconvenient, so I never used it. Well, there's going to be some new machines coming out this fall, and Brother and Babylock, and they have a new small machine that has the wireless feature, and then of course the Luminaire does, the 10 needle, the new 1055, and then the Brother or the Babylock is called the Venture, and then there's a new 6 needle machine that has this ability, and then the Stellaire, both the embroidery only and the embroidery sewing combo, and then the Altair, which is the Babylock, and then the Meridian. So all of these machines have this wireless feature, and this little program, believe it or not, is free, guys. So it is so nice to have a free little program that we can send designs directly to our machine without a dongle. So like for me, I had PE Design, but I had to go chase down that security device or that dongle, and now I don't have to. And I know a lot of you have like Luminaire Solaris's, the 10 needle maybe, that has the wireless, and you didn't have PE Design or Palette software. So now you don't need it. You can just use this little free program. So I'm just going to talk about this today. I'm going to give you, in the description for this video, I'll give you the link to where you can download the video, or the the program, and the little instruction manuals. And also the instruction manuals and the little program. So I'm going to go ahead and download the program right in front of you here. The one thing that I want to tell you, depending on what machine you have, if you have a Babylock machine, you need to download the Babylock version of this software. It is not cross compatible. So if you have a Brother, you can't use the Babylock software, and if you have a Babylock, you can't use the Brother software. If you have both machines in your house, for instance, if you have a Solaris and a Brother 10 needle, you'll have to have both softwares on your computer. Okay, so I did find that out today, and that's not a big deal. I just happen to have both Brother machines at home, and this is where I'm doing this video. So I'm going to download the video or the program for the Brother and the little instruction manual. So here is the website for the Babylock. I will give you these links so you have these. It's called Design Database Transfer. This is the Babylock one, and it's a little hidden where you download the software, but it's right under the picture. It says managing your embroidery data designs has never been easier. Download. So the little word download is where you go to get the little program. Okay. And then if you go scroll down a little bit lower on the Babylock one, whoops, second here, download a little bit lower on the Babylock, then you will need, then it says download the software here again. So there's two places, and then a little further down it gives you the little instruction manual. So the manuals are here. So there's just a little short, it's like 10 pages of just a little information about it. You can also do some categorizing of your embroidery designs here. And I also did a video a couple of years ago about design database in PE Design, and it's very much the same. It's basically the same. And the video I did, probably 90% of it you can do with this little free program, believe it or not. So you might want to watch that if you want to know some of the other stuff that you can do with it. You can't convert with it like you can with the full version, but you can print out like a catalog, and you can send your designs then to your machine wirelessly. So it's pretty cool. The first thing I tell you to do is make sure that your machines, whatever you have, are updated. So let's go back over here. This is the baby locks. So we said the baby locks that this will work with. It gives us a list here somewhere. Okay, here it is. The Altair, which is the embroidery sewing combo, and the Meridian, which is the embroidery only of the like 9.5 by 14 machine. And then the Flare and the Vesta are the new little 6 by 10 machines, and those will have this wireless capability as well. The Solaris 2, the Array, which is going to be the new 6 needle machine, and the Venture, which is the 10 needle machine. So those are the ones that this works with. It's all the ones that have the wireless capability. Okay, so those are the baby locks. And I'm going to switch over. I've got another one open. This is the one for Brother. And the Brother machines that are compatible with this, it gives us a little list here as well. I thought it did, but if it doesn't, I can tell you what they are. The Luminaire, of course, and the Stellaire embroidery sewing combo, and the Stellaire, that's the XJ one, and the Stellaire XE one, which is the embroidery only. So I know a bunch of you have those. And then the new little machines, which are the 3700D and the 1700E, which are the two new little 6 by 10 machines. And then the new 6 needle, which is the PR680, and the 10 needle, which is the 1055. So I have 2 machines in my house that have this wireless capability. I have the Luminaire and I have this 1055. So when I download this for you, I'm going to show you how to hook up both of these machines, and I could send designs to both of them at the same time. Or I mean, I can go back and forth between these 2 machines with one software. Okay, so this is the transfer, the design database transfer page for the Brother machines. And that's the one I'm going to download because that's what I've got here at home. To get the software, you have to download a little. You have to scroll down the page here a little bit, and it's kind of in the middle. It says to use design database transfer, download the installer, and then install it on your computer. So that's what I'm going to do. Click here to download the installer. So I'm going to click that little button, and it comes up, takes me to the page where it's at, and I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to download the software. Agree to the EULA? Yep. And then the little box is going to come up and tell me where I'm going to download it to. And I'm going to download this to my desktop. And it's just a little installer. Okay, yep, it's done. I'm going to minimize this for a minute, and I got to find my little installer someplace. Here it is. So here's my little installer that downloaded to my desktop. And I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to go ahead and run as administrator, because sometimes if you just double click on things, sometimes things don't install correctly. So I usually do right click, install as administrator. Select the setup language. English is what I'd like to speak today, and I'm going to click OK. This just takes a second to install. Just click next, and I'm going to accept the agreement, and I'm going to click next. And I don't like people to collect anonymous usage data, so I'm just going to deselect that, and I'm going to click next. It's going to put it into the transfer folder in my program files, which I'll just let it do that. Click next and install. It doesn't take very long to do this. Completing the design database transfer setup wizard, and then I'm just going to click finish. So then you'll have a little, I'm going to get rid of that installer thing. I don't need that anymore, so I'm just going to throw that away and get rid of it, so it's one less thing on my desktop. And then I'm going to look up here, and you can see that I have this little Brother design database transfer, the little icon. So I'm going to double click on that, and that's our little program. And the little program opens up. If you have PE Design, this is going to look very familiar to you, okay? I'm not going to get into a ton of detail about this, because if you want to learn about all the different things you can do with it, I tell you to watch that little video I did, and I will also give you the link to the design database video. Most of the stuff that's in there can be done in this program. Not everything, but most, okay? So I'm just going to maximize this so it fills my screen. And on the left-hand side here, this is your navigation navigation pane. And what you're going to do in this pane is you're going to navigate to where you have designs, okay? And what happens then is those designs show up in the middle here at the top, where the little pictures of the designs you can see, okay? That's where you navigate around your computer to find your design. So like this particular computer, I don't have a ton of designs on this computer because I have them on a hard drive. So these are designs that came with the program. So if we look here, where we are in program files, okay, down here, and then then it's under brother, and then design database transfer, and then it's in library. So that's where the program is right now, and that's where it's finding these little designs. So they give you a few free designs with the little program, okay? You can look at these in different ways. If you look at the ruler bar up here, you can see them in large thumbnails so that they're bigger. You can see them, they were in medium thumbnails before, okay, or small thumbnails, I should say, or details. Now details is handy because sometimes then you can see how many stitches it has and how big it is, that type of thing. I also like to change my software into inches. So if you go under options, select system unit, and then it's inches. So I like to be in inches so I know how big things are. Let's see, if we go to file, that you can print your like a catalog. You can also change like an embroidery design picture to a JPEG image. So if you need a picture to send to somebody, that's a way. But there's several things, and this is all in that design database video that I made. So I'm going to give you that link also. So if you want to get more in depth about what you want to do and how to categorize, you can create folders and add them to your computer, and then you can move things around and you can copy and paste. That's all in that other video. I just mostly wanted to show you this great free program that you can get, especially if you don't have PE Design or Palette and you have a Solaris or a Luminaire, or in any of these other machines, obviously. But I will use this program because I don't have to go find that dongle or that security device in order to send a design. So it was very inconvenient for me to have to go run and find that little thing to plug in. Now I have nothing to plug in, and this just works so great. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go back to that little library file, and then I'm going to go back to, let's do like large or medium thumbnails, small thumbnails. And the next step to this is we have to get the machines that you have connected to the software, and it's very, very simple to do this. I happen to have 2 machines, so the first thing you have to do is that your machine has to be on the internet or on your router for your computer and your machine to talk. So I'm going to switch over. I'm learning some software in my Logitech software here too. So I should be able to switch over, give me a second, to my camera. There we go. And here's my Luminaire. So I have this already set up on the internet, but I know some people don't have theirs, so I want to show you how to do this real quick. This is the settings page, and most of the other machines look very similar to this. And when I go in here, I want to go to, I've got to find the page that I want. I want to go to page 11 on my Luminaire and see how it says that the wireless LAN is enabled. So in other words, your wireless card is on in the computer. I have it set up on this is my network here, Jan's Dollhouse, and my wireless LAN setup wizard is right here. So if you don't have this turned on and you don't have it set up, hit this little button and it'll walk you through step by step. You know, you touch it and then it finds your different wireless networks that are available around you, and you touch the one you want, and then it asks for your password. Okay, so I think most of you have done that, like with a printer or another computer. So you do the machine the same way, and you want to make sure that it's on the internet. Now I like to name mine the name of the machine so I know which one I'm sending my designs to. So I have this one's named Luminaire, and my PR is behind me, and I have it named the PR 1055X, so I know, you know, what the name of it is. Okay, so that's the first step. You got to get this lined up. You have to get this set up on your wireless network, just like, and it has to be the same network that your computer's on. So if you happen to have like one of those routers that has a couple of networks, we do hit that at the store. We have 2 different ones. So you got to make sure that the sewing machine and the computer are on the same router, okay, on the same network. Okay, so that's what I did here. So I've already got this done on my machine, and now let's go back over to the software. So give me a second. I'll get back to the software here. Okay, and I'm going to bring that little piece of software up. So this is so easy to do. So here's this little piece of software. In order to get it connected to my machine, and I'm doing this fresh because I had not set this up yet. I just found this yesterday. I didn't realize it was going to be free, and I didn't realize I didn't have to use a dongle or a security device. So this will be really, really handy. There's a couple of different ways to set this up so that it will talk to your machine. Under Option, there's a little button that says Network Machine Settings, so you can click there, and this little box comes up, and you need to add. Okay, so another way to get to the same place is there's a little icon on this toolbar up here that looks like a sewing machine with like a little settings thing. If you click that, it'll take you to the same place. So either way, Option and then Network Machine Settings, or you can just click the little icon. I'm going to click the word Add, and then it's going to search for machines. Okay, so if you can see on my screen, it shows the Luminaire and it shows the PR 1055. Now your machine must be on when you're trying to do this. So make sure you have your machines on when you're trying to find them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Luminaire and highlight it, and I'm going to click the Add button at the bottom. So it's right here, and I'm going to do it again, and it's going to search the second time, and then I'm going to do the PR 1055 because that one is not already added. So I'm going to click, here's the Luminaire, they're both there. So I'm going to go ahead and PR 1055, and I'm going to click Add there. So now I have both of them over here. Okay, if your internet's pretty quick like mine is, it should just take a few minutes to do this. I mean, you won't have any trouble. But it is important, again, that make sure the machines are on, that they're awake. You know, make sure that if you have to touch the screen to wake your machine up, make sure it's awake when you're trying to find it. Because if it's kind of sleeping or on the home page, sometimes it won't find it. Okay? And then I'm going to click OK. All I have to do is click OK at this point, and it will add them to my writing screen. Now, down here on this screen, the top pane is like where your designs are. This little left pane is where you navigate to get to your designs. Okay, and then at the bottom, there's another little button I'll show you. This little arrow button here. If you want to see the designs bigger, if you click that, it'll get rid of the writing stuff. But we need that right now. Sometimes I use this when I'm just looking for a design, and it's nice because you can see stuff. Okay, so I'm going to move that back up, and then if you want to write a design, all you do, this is so easy, you go up and say, and you can, it's set in the instruction book. I think you could I think it said you could write up to 50 designs at the same time, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm just going to design, let's just do a couple, 3 of these. I'm just going to highlight the ones I want. So if you touch the first one and hit your control key, then you can do, like, let's say we want to do these first 4. Whoops, I let go too fast. I want to do these first 4. See, they're all highlighted now. And then to get them to the writing panel, which is at the bottom, all I have to do is click this little blue arrow. Okay? So now I can send it either to my Luminaire, or if I click this little arrow, see, my PR 1055 is also on there. So either one I can send it to. So I'm going to send this to my Luminaire because that's the camera is pointed to my Luminaire, and I can show you that when I get it there. Okay, and I'm going to click this little button that looks like a little sewing machine. You don't want to hit the little trash can because that'll get rid of everything, but we want to hit the little sewing machine. So I'm going to click the little sewing machine. It's going to say now transmitting, and then it says finished outputting data. Okay, so now we're in the settings page on the machine here, so let's switch back to the machine. I'm going to switch back to my machine. There we go. Okay, and so here's my machine. And on the Luminaire and the Solaris, you have to hit the little pocket button to get to like where you can get to your designs, And on this machine, here's where the ones that are saved in the machine, your USBs. You can also use an SD card in this machine. But then look, there's a little one that looks like a wireless symbol. So if I touch that now, there's those designs I just sent. Isn't that cool? So I can bring that up just like I always do, set it, and now I'm ready to embroider it. And I did it all right from my computer. I've always liked Design Database because it helps you to navigate through your designs. It also helps you categorize them, and it helps you to move them around. Like if you need to put them into different folders, you can do that right in the program. And so this program does that same thing. I mean, it actually is pretty robust for being a free program. I was incredibly impressed by it. So there's the design. So like if I wanted to add another one from there, I'd hit the little pocket again. I hit add, and then here's my little pocket. And then I'm going to go back to my wireless. And then here's my fish. So we'll put the fish in there too, and we'll hit set. And then see, then I've got both of these in here. So those are a couple of designs we brought over. So wasn't that easy? I mean, it's such an easy program to use. Let's go back to the software for just a second. So I have to hit the button here to switch back. And so when you're done transferring, and then if I decided I wanted to transfer these to my PR also, I can switch this over to my PR. And now if I go I want to go back and get those same 4 designs, I switched over to the other machine, and they make you, put them down with the arrow again. Now I can put the same designs over to my other machine, and they're done. And I can go and find those on my PR behind me. So I just thought this was so cool, and this I will use. I will now use the wireless feature because I don't have to plug anything in the computer. I don't have to, go find that security device, and it makes it so easy. The other thing that I like about this program is you can see pictures of your designs. So if you don't have any other program on your machine or on your computer that allows you to see a picture, we can see pictures of the designs in here. And it makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for, okay? The other thing you can do is you can, I believe, you can, let me see. I think they told me, I thought there was a search file, but I'm not sure. Where did they put the search? There was some stuff that I was reading today, so I'm looking to see what all I can do in here. Usage information, help. Okay, let's take a look here. What all I can do. It does a lot of stuff, and there's a search function. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So what you do for the search, it is in here. So the search is cool. So let's say you don't know where you've got your designs, but you know it's got a name, okay? And like I'm gonna go find my documents here. And I'm just gonna click on my documents. And if I go up to File, and there's a search button here now that's highlighted, I can go search, and then this box comes up. And this is so cool because if you forget where you have things, you can go by the file name. Let's say I know I've got a design in here with the name of Angel. That's all I remember, but I have no idea where I put it. I can type in the file name Angel. See, I just clicked that and typed in Angel, and I hit search. This is all in that design database. That design database class that I did. So here are all of my designs on my machine. Let's get these down so you can see them a little better. This is all the designs that are on this computer with the word Angel in them. Okay, so like here are Angel designs. Like here's my mom's recipe towel, the Angel Divinity balls. So I made Divinity. So those are all under the word Angel. Okay, so that's what the search function does. It helps you find designs. And I've always loved that search function in Design Database. So go watch that little class. And also download the little manual. They give you some of this stuff in there. But mostly what I wanted to show you was how easy it is to transfer designs down to your machine. If you have a Luminaire or a Solaris, this is the way to do it. You just go download the little free program, and away you go, and you can see the pictures too. Now, the other thing they said on a video that I watched earlier is that if you don't have, like, I have one of those little programs on my computer that makes the thumbnails into the pictures, and I know a lot of you have purchased that. If you don't have that, this also allows that. So like when you go into just a folder on your computer, let's see if I can find one that has designs in it. So if I go into my documents and go to, like, let's see, my recipe towels, that'll give me one. So we'll go to recipe towels, maybe. Here it is, recipe towels, and then my blueberry towels. And if I go to view and large icons, then I can see my embroidery designs as a picture. Okay, so you may, if you didn't have another one of those programs that would allow that, that now allows that with this little free program. It gives you an iconizer, or like a thumbnailer, they call them, and that is extremely handy. And then you can also look at them just, you know, through the program. So so now when you're getting ready to transfer things, I can just go find the design I want. You know, I can go to my, on the left here, I can go to, let's see, got to find my, sometimes I have to subtract, there we go. You have to click the little arrows or the little plus signs. This is a little bit like File Explorer, so it's a little bit confusing if you're not used to seeing this. And after I got the hang of it, I was okay with it. So I'm in my documents now, and I'm going to go look for this. Look at those recipe towels again. And then here's my chocolate cake recipe. So here's the chocolate cake, and here's the whole recipe towel. So let's say I wanted to delete or to send one of those to my design, to one of my machines. I think what I want to do first, I want to get rid of these, so I can trash these out of the bottom. See how I'm touching the ones at the bottom, just hitting the little trash can. I don't need those anymore. Okay, and I want to send my chocolate cake, and let's send it to the Luminaire. So I'm going to switch over to the Luminaire. Whoops, got to do it again. Forgot that I have to do it again. And then I'm going to click the little arrow to transfer, the little sewing machine to transfer. And then if I switch back over to my machine, click the button here to switch over to my machine, then I can go back to add, and let's go back to home first, get rid of the ones we're doing, and then I'm going to hit embroidery, my little pocket down here, and then here is my wireless symbol. And then look, see, there's all those designs that I had already transferred over, and then here's the one with the chocolate cake. So isn't that awesome and cool? And you don't have to use a USB stick. I mean, I've been using a USB stick all these years, but now I feel like I don't have to. It's so much easier, and I don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get the software to work to run it. So now I'll be using this new little program. So design database transfer, but just remember that you need to either, if you have a baby lock machine, you have to get the baby lock one, and if you have a brother one, you have to have the brother one. Okay, they don't intermingle. You'd think they would, but they don't. Often they do that with the software, that things don't connect together, and that's fine. So at the store, I have both machines in the store, so I have both of them on my computer, and I just run the baby locks with the baby lock, and the brothers with the brother. So all right, so I'm going to put all these links up, the link to the two programs and manuals, and the link to the PE design database class that I did some time ago. And like I said, not everything will work in here, but a lot of it will. So it'll explain it a little bit more. There's a few things that you can't do in the free version that you can in the paid version. But I think if you watch that video, you'll get a lot out of it. And then this transfer business is all in the little manual. So like if I hold this little manual up, here's the brother one. Okay. The whole, and how to register and everything's on the first couple of pages of it. And you won't have any problem. It's very clear, and there's pictures. And then it talks about the organizing starting on page like 4. There's only like 10 pages, so it's very, I mean, everything is really actually very easy in this program, but it's very, very handy. I mean, I think I'm really excited to be able to send all my designs wirelessly now, so I know I'm going to be doing that. So if you have any questions, give me a call. I just was so excited to find this little program, and I thought a lot of you would be really excited to use it because it's just easy and quick, and it really is going to take I don't know that I'll be using a lot of USB sticks all the time because I can send everything wirelessly so quickly now. So, okay, so if you have any questions, you can email me at the store, or you can message me through Facebook, and then there'll be some more new things coming out. So I've been watching videos and seeing the new machines and stuff. So, but this was something I was just really excited about to show you a little video about. So, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you. Bye.